What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I really want to talk about how, you know, people just, people make speaking to them an obligation. Look, my thing is, if it ain't going to be genuine, and I know it ain't going to be genuine, and you speaking to me out of pure hatred, I do not have to talk to you. I'm not obligated to speak to you, okay? And you know what's wrong with society? They get so pissed off. They get so mad when you don't say anything to them. When they say good morning, hello, and you don't say anything back, they get mad. I mean, people are really like this. Knowing that they don't intend on positively speaking to you. A lot of people speak to you out of pure hatred. Let me give y'all a prime example. Me and my husband was crossing the street a few days ago, and there was a lady that was already walking past, you know what I'm saying, when we were crossing over on her side, and we were just, walking, minding our business. We ended up walking past her. She said, looked at us, evil as ever, and she was like, good morning. So me and him, we both know that when you have ill intent, and we know that, and it's pretty obvious, we're not going to say anything to you. It's not genuine. It's not out the kindness of your heart. You're not really speaking genuinely. So we ignored her. She turned around and was like, good morning. We looked at her like, obviously, you can't be talking to us. We don't owe you a hello and a good morning. And see, that's what I want people to understand today. You are not obligated to speak to anyone if you don't want to. If you know, and this is a part of what I was just saying when I said people need to learn how to speak up. If you know for a fact that this is not a genuine person, you don't have to speak to them. Do you not know how many people get mad at me for not speaking to them, saying hello, saying good morning, saying goodbye? Do you not know how you doing? And then when I don't say nothing, they get mad. Do y'all not know how many people out here is really pissed off at me right now to this day and really don't like me right now to this day based off of them speaking to me and me not saying anything back? And let me just say this to the people that's behind the camera, because some of y'all probably thinking like, why not speak to them? What's wrong with you speaking back to them? At least they said hello. Yeah, they did, but it wasn't genuine. And when it's not a genuine hello, you're not going to get a genuine hello from me. Better yet, you're not going to get a sound from me, because I am not obligated to talk to anybody. I'm not, and majority of y'all be afraid that somebody gonna do something to y'all. Y'all afraid that somebody gonna hit y'all if you don't speak up. Y'all afraid that somebody's going to put their hands on you if you don't speak up and say hello, like they asked you to say hello. When I tell you, people literally walk around with a horrible thought process. They walk around with a horrible thought process. You are forcing yourself to speak to somebody that you really don't want to speak to. You forcing yourself to. Because you're afraid. Let's be 100. You afraid that they're going to paint a picture of you to everybody incorrectly. And you don't want that to get out there because you got an image to protect. So you like, man, let me speak to this person. Or you're afraid that they're going to put their hands on you. You afraid that they're going to get physical with you. People are so fearful nowadays of other people that they just feel this obligation. Yeah, he spoke to me. Let me talk back to him. If you feel like this dude is a creep, a weirdo, or anything of that nature, or he has ill intent, why are you even saying anything to, why are you forcing yourself to say anything? You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to be one of those people that was always like, you know, a person speak to me, I'm gonna speak back to them. I was because I always felt like, hey, respect goes both ways. Well, it does. It does. But as I got older, I learned that I want a genuine respect. I want genuine respect. I want real respect. I'm going to respect you for real and genuinely as long as you do the same to me. When I speak to people, like for instance, the other day, I spoke to this lady as I was walking past. I said, how you doing? Because she spoke to me all the time. You know what I'm saying? I said, how you doing? She looked at me and didn't say a damn word. Did I get mad? No. I was just like, okay. I mean, ain't no problem with me. Shit, you probably don't feel like I'm genuine, even though I am. You know? I don't feel like, so let me tell y'all something. I don't feel like a person has immediate, like, how can I say it? I want to put it in words where people can understand. I don't feel like everyone has ill intent. Like, people only genuinely, some people will genuinely just out of generosity speak to you, but they can be evil, fucked up people behind that. Like, behind them speaking to you, they can be a real messed up person, but they genuinely say good morning, genuinely mean it, because you want to know why they are brainwashed. They're brainwashed. And I know y'all probably sitting there like, what the hell is you talking about? How is they brainwashed? Because they are speaking and they deciding to speak genuinely. See, that's her problem. She always thinks something negative. No, I literally only speak on things that I see happen all the time or that has happened to me and my husband. I speak on these things, right? So let me break it down to you real quick of what I'm talking about. See, you have people that is just genuine all around. You know what I'm saying? They got real respect. They're really kind, really loving people. And they people that you can really hold a conversation with. You know what I'm saying? They'll say good morning to you, hi to you, and they'll actually hold a conversation. Those are real, genuine people. The people that feel like they have an obligation to speak and they're genuine when speaking at the same time, but you can't even hold a conversation with them because they really messed up people. These the people I'm talking about. These the people I'm talking about. They were raised upon, you know, hey, respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect this person. You know, respect that person by speaking to them. When you come to somebody's house, you know, dust the feet off from the snow, speak to them. They were raised up on respect, but they fighting so many demons, you can't even hold a conversation with them because their demons is going to come out behind them actually having genuine respect enough to say good morning. And I can tell sometimes when these people force themselves to speak. And I be looking at them like, you really obligated though. You really obligated to speak. I'm not going to do anything to you if you don't feel like speaking to me. That's perfectly fine. You do not have to, every time I walk past you, you do not have to say good morning. You do not have to say hello. You don't have to. You don't have to speak to me. I know that it is just respect. But if you feel any type of way about me negatively, this is my thing. If you feel anything about me negatively behind all of that, hello, how you doing? Hey! If you feel any type of way negatively about me, you do not have to talk to me. I am not going to be mad at you just because you don't want to say hello, good morning, how you doing to me. I don't care. I don't. Because I know that, we ain't obligated to speak to nobody if we don't want to. I respect people that I know that has respect for me. I respect people like that. So yes, you will get a hello, good morning, how you doing, goodbye, see you later to me. You have a good one. You will get a little conversation out of me if you are a respectful person. But if I know what type of timing you on, if I know you a messed up person, I'm not even about to waste my time. I would literally speak back to people that so-called have the respect enough to say, hello, how you doing, good morning. I would speak back to them. But when I started catching on and realizing that these people just behind the scenes, they got so much hate for me. When I found out that they got a lot of hate for me or they feel any kind of way about me, I'm not going to say anything to you. And I'm just trying to understand why you saying anything to me as well. We don't even have to speak to each other. We ain't even got to look each other way. But just know, I don't got nothing against you. I don't even waste my time no more. Because at times I used to be like, hey, how you doing? Still talking to people. Still wasting my time talking to them. Even though knowing that they don't like me. Because they get to the point where they just don't say nothing at all. And it's like, you was just talking to me the other day. Like, for instance, the lady that I'm talking about, every time, always saying, hello, how you doing? And I say the same thing back, only because people so-called genuinely have that respect enough, but it's really an obligation because they was just raised up on it. That's what it really is. And they force themselves to speak to you. But then, the minute, true story, the minute that you want to hold a conversation with them, they be looking at you like, it's like, okay, for instance, I'm going to give y'all an example. It's this one guy, he walked past my house every morning. Every morning, he walked past, and he always walking like this, and he'll see me, and he'd be like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, hey, I'm good. Or my husband, he'll be like, hey, man, just taking it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? So, true story. He walked past, hey, how y'all doing? Hey, how you doing? Now, I tested the waters. See, what I do is I just test people out just to really see how genuine you really are. So I said, hey, can I ask you a question? So it was like he snapped out of it. Like, it was like he went from speaking to us to just, he did one of these. Exactly. What's up? Like, the look that he gave, me and my husband looked at each other like, I said, yeah, I just wanted to know, like, I be seeing people parking down there or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I know that they ain't supposed to park right there because that's other people's assigned parking spots. So, has they said anything about that? He was like, I don't know, you need to go ask them. And kept walking, and I'm like, exactly. So stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. If you don't genuinely mean, hello, how y'all doing? Don't talk to me, bro. You don't even have to say anything to me at all. But I just came on here to say this, stop making it such an obligation to speak to people if you don't want to speak to them. You do not have to talk to anybody. You don't have to talk to nobody. You ain't got to force yourself to talk to nobody. If you respect a person, respect them and respectfully speak with them. Hello, how you doing? Respectfully. Y'all just be asking people how they doing and y'all don't even give a damn about how nobody doing, because as soon as they tell you how they really doing, you be looking at them like, okay, what you tell me for? Well, what you ask me for? Stop asking me how I'm doing. And then when I really break it down to you and tell you how I'm doing, you don't want to hear it. Or you just get the same damn answers everybody else give. Oh, it's going to be okay. Oh, well, I hope everything get better for you. All right, now, you enjoy yourself. Today, true story. Me and my husband, we took a walk to the store. It was this lady. First of all, her kids were riding on their bikes far away from their mom. She's all the way down the street. White lady, you know? So the kids is just sitting there on their bikes staring at us. Literally staring at us. Like we just some damn, I don't know, exhibits. So she walks closer and she was afraid to walk past us. So she told her children to sit there on their bikes until we get further away, you know. And we stopped because we wanted them to go past. Like, go ahead, y'all riding on y'all bikes and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we stood there. So she's standing there. And she's just like looking at us. Her children are staring at us. And we was like, y'all can, you know, y'all can go. She's just like this. Hi, how are you guys doing? I'm going to just say it just screamed to me just prejudice, straight prejudice. By the way, I do not feel like all white people are racist or prejudiced. I do not feel like other ethnicities are racist and prejudiced. I do not always feel like that. Okay? If you had have been there to see the reaction from each and every last one of them, they look like they were terrified to ride their bikes past us. And she looked exactly like she was totally terrified to walk past us. She told her kids to sit there. And I'm like, they can go. It's okay, you know. She just looked at me like. So I told him, I'm like, okay, I guess we gonna start walking. So she's just like looking at me. And then she starts rolling her eyes and doing all of that. And I'm like, baby girl, you did not have to speak to me. You did not have to speak to us. Because, mind you, I told y'all, she did one of these. Hey, hello, how are you guys? Like, I'm like, this world, bro. People are so obligated. They so obligated and they so scary. You could have got on the opposite side of the street if you felt any type of way about being around us. And you ain't even have to speak to us. You ain't even have to have your kids right there. I'm going to just say this. Ain't nobody putting a gun to your head to go to work. Ain't nobody putting a gun to your head to, you know, make you speak to them. No one's putting a gun to your head and telling you to send your damn child to school every day. No one's putting a gun to your head and telling you to vote for these corrupt, wicked ass politicians. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. You are not obligated to do anything you do not want to do. So I am so sick and tired of people faking it till they make it and standing out here talking about some, hey, how you doing? Good morning. People literally don't genuinely mean, hey, how you doing? Or good morning. They don't mean that. Because the minute that you stop to try to have a conversation with you, they finna sound like every other program, robotic ass being out here. Anyway, to the unstable creatures out there, I just want y'all to know that ain't nobody obligated to say good morning to you. So stop getting mad like a little ass kid and pouting and stumping your feet. And now you mad. You can't even enjoy the rest of your day because you too busy worried about a stranger not saying hello, goodbye to you. Nevertheless, wake them folks up.